Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to talk about credit cards.
Pros and cons.
We say all of them is a con. As a whole. No, there's actually a pro on this.
Yeah.
I have 100% con. I think it's because I'm bitter because I used to pay interest.
I never pay interest, that's why I think it's a good.
There you go. So you see it in a positive side.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of benefits on your side. For me, it's a con because
Why did you pay interest?
I can't pay the minimum repayment.
Then you shouldn't have credit card.
Not the minimum repayment, more like the full amount, the full balance back a long time ago when I first started my journey.
Okay, so one, you either shouldn't have a credit card or you shouldn't have bought what you...
Yeah, I didn't understand like the concept of credit cards, like oh, minimum repayment. It's like okay, and then the next month I'm like, oh, you put in extra charges in there. So I didn't quite like that.
It's a tool for me. If you know how or what to use on, is a great tool.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna go through the pros and cons when it comes to credit card. So let's go with the pro first of all.
Yep.
So which is in your side of it?
Yeah, okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
So some of them, they'll give you 55 interest-free day. But it's based on the payment cycle. Let's say if end of the month, that's how they start charging, not really charging you count as the 55 day. If you bought something on the 31st day, the 31st of the calendar, then maybe your payment cycle is on the 10th, which is like hours. Hours on the 10th is the cycle.
Right.
So you don't really have 55 days, but it's up to 55 days interest free.
So effectively you can borrow that money
For 55 days.
For 55 days and then return it.
Buy something, yeah.
Maybe using it for investing as a leverage.
No, do not.
So
it's bad.
we don't do that at all. So in that aspect of it, okay, you got 55 days free interest.
Yep, next.
The next one will be using credit card responsibility and paying monthly balance on time may boost your credit rating. That I'll say, yeah, that is correct because I see my credit score is a lot lower than yours.
Yes.
I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't know Australia, they do check the credit score, but then we did the credit check on my ways.
A lot higher.
Yeah, because I never pay interest, I never have any late payment, I never have any bad debt.
The next one?
Next one is you earn some points or cashback from eligible spending. So when I was younger, I was really keen on those. I remember I joined Qantas credit card. I think it was the Amex. Either they gave me 100,000 points. I can't really remember.
So there's
free
the perks, yeah. In that points, you can use it for shopping. You can use it to fly, or some restaurant. You can redeem that.
Yeah.
And then what else? Hotel.
Maybe hotel, but now I think it's just a gimmick. They're just trying to get you more. But it was a really good motivation for me when I started looking for credit card points and reward system. It was one of the major reason why I applied to that certain credit card.
Now, apparently, it may be safer using cash rather than using cash. It makes it easier for online purchases as
yes,
well.
Definitely.
So,
I love to shop online.
So it's like a double whammy. Like you buy online, you get the cash reward system, whatever point system that you get because you're using the card. And some area of the I guess online retailers, you can put other card loyalty cards in there as well.
Yes.
So like Flybuys, for instance, or the cashback, the other instance. So you get bang, 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 like triple whammy in that aspect.
Yes.
So next one.
Next one, it is easy. It may require when you do some hotel booking or reservation or car. Everything you need that.
Yeah,
they secure your. They need to take your credit card details. If you cancel it or you no show, they can charge you. It's convenient for the supplier.
Can also generate monthly records on your expenses. To me is like, yes and no.
Well, I check my account all the time. Like,
every week. Yeah, for us anyway.
We just went shopping.
Yeah,
I used cash. I didn't check how much I had. I just.
We just did our grocery shopping in the market, by the way, and that that's what happened as well. So we went to the market because it's all bartering system, like old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea how much I spent because you asked me just spend all the coins. Okay, I didn't count the coins. And I can't remember. We got full trolley of fruit and veg.
And with the credit card, you can at least itemize.
Check.
Oh, okay, I spent this month.
I like to check it on my credit card. Like when I see it, mainly it's just in supermarket.
Yeah.
Majority of the time.
Another one will be apparently security through zero liability protection can help protect against fraud.
Yes.
That happened to us
a few times.
At a certain point, we got charged somewhere in Europe using luxury version of Uber. That cost, I think it was about $1,000 or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
we're in Australia. Why?
In Australia. As you can tell, all of our transaction, it's been in Australia, but that day apparently we were in Europe. Like, oh.
Amazing.
So
that, and then once I bought something, the supply is just nasty.
That's
they just keep saying, oh, we'll come back to you, we'll get back to you, we'll check with the warehouse. 3 months later.
Yeah.
And then I just had to contact my credit card supplier and then show them the proof that's what they sold. And that's what I have received. They still haven't got my correct product and refuse to do anything. So the credit card company just refund the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. It's kind of a protection.
Yeah.
Yes, in this way. If you pay cash, that's it.
That's it. The next one will be a balance transfer. It might be helping you in order for you to consolidate your debt or try to getting out of that debt snowball and minimize the interest occurring.
Yes.
I did that personally when I was younger, because I didn't know anything about money, and it does help a lot because at that time, even though it was only charging $20, $30 or $50 or whatever amount it is on interest charges, at least you can crawl your back up towards that debt snowball, like trying to get rid of the debt. It stopped. And throughout that time, when it was like, say, 2 years, 12 months, whatever time frame that they gave me, I was trying to pay that off as quickly as possible. So that helps a lot as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the cons?
The cons.
Oopsie.
Oops, the cons. Now, obviously, there's a lot of things when it comes to there's a good, there's always the bad.
Yeah.
So,
annual fee. I try to not pay any fee. But that's the catch-22. If you want to go for those reward system, you normally have to pay for annual fee.
Yeah. Example also our mortgage.
So our mortgage is linked to the credit card, and our credit card is free, but then we have to pay annual fee for the mortgage. I think they cancelled it.
They cancelled that now.
But used to, for a few years, we've been paying like more than $300 per year just to get the mortgage membership. But if I don't want to pay it, then I'll pay a bit higher interest rate. Anyway, I did a calculation. It's better off for us to pay.
Yeah, so versus the mortgage interest rate getting a lot more higher. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, some of the annual fee is ridiculous. I've seen it few $100 a year.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
$500 or so per year, just to have access to this fund.
Yep.
So bear that in mind. High interest rate depending on your card. Interest rate can get up to about 25%, somewhere around there.
It's higher than a personal loan.
So.
But I think they charge higher is the conveniency, and some people they just can't pay it on time, and
that's how I see it. I've seen like a couple of statements or so, and when I see I guess a few people's credit card statement, I was gobsmacked. Like, you did a cash advance that charge you a lot more.
Yeah.
You didn't pay this on time, charge you a lot more. Your credit card is this amount of what is it, whatever the amount it is, like. That's how much you're charging, 25% or something.
Yeah.
On the higher 20s, let's say. The next one?
Next one is fees on cash advance.
That's right.
I didn't know they charge different interest rate. Once I was so amazed. So let's say my credit card balance, I pay extra into it. So I got extra $1,000 in my credit card. It's my money. And before I take it out, the money, I just call the bank to make sure how can I take the money out. But then they said,
you have to spend.
Yeah, they treat it as cash in advance. So which means if I take out my money, I'll get charged 20%.
Because you're doing cash advance
My
of
money.
your own money. So
Yeah, that I don't agree at all.
next one will be the risk of credit card fraud or identity theft is quite high.
Happened.
Yeah, actually it happened to us.
Yeah.
This is from our experience.
I don't know how did they do it, got my detail, and then one day I got a credit card in the mailbox. Why? I didn't lodge it, I didn't request for it. And then I was suspecting someone used my identity to apply credit cards, and then I did online check credit report, not only one credit card, I think there were a few, and then they $5,000 or $10,000 already. They used my name to take out the money, and then I had to lodge a police claim and it's a lot of process, and that's very annoying.
And at that time, if you're using your debit card and if that was your emergency fund, for instance, $10,000 might be held against you, and you might not have access to it. But because it's a credit card, well, effectively it's not yours. So
next, you may get a worse bad credit score. Not bad, yours not bad. It's just because you didn't pay on time. Yeah. So your score is not as good as mine. Good.
And the record stays there quite some time. Even though I've paid it off, I've closed it off.
It's a long time ago.
No, it was like, no, I paid it off, but I never closed it off. I paid it off and it's still active even though I never use it. I don't even know where that credit card is at the moment. And when we checked on our credit score, it's actually lower. I'm like, could it be because this one is active a lot longer, even though I will never use it? I used to thought using a credit card as an emergency fund.
Yeah, we got told once you should have a lot of credit cards just to be emergency fund.
In my head, it's like, no, your emergency fund should be your emergency fund, not
the actual cash that you have with the bank.
So we have to change that mentality in our journey. Yeah. So next one.
You may have to pay extra fees, such as balance transfer. I think they used to be free, but now you have
sometimes
to pay.
Sometimes like, hey, you can do a balance transfer, but it's gonna be this amount. But if you calculate it, like the fee is actually a lot less compared to the interest. I'm willing to suck it up.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of calculation. But still, at the end of the day, credit card, I'll say if you can manage your money well, is a great tool. But if you can't, please don't. Just use debit card.
So in our instance, like you're good at money management in that instance. So you're grabbing all of the reward system and whatnot.
Yes.
I myself, no,
you're not good in that. You're not like an admin detail person.
No. So I'll look at it. At the end of the day, this is a tool that if you slip, not pay on time, or you're late even just for one day, they're gonna charge you a late fee.
Yes.
And I don't like having the responsibility of like, okay, it's not going out, having that one card. So I deleted mine.
Yeah.
And all of mine is debit card. Yeah. So, and I guess that's the pros and cons of it.
Yep.
So anyway, that's just our 2 cents, guys, based on our personal experience as well when it comes to credit card, the pros and cons. Hopefully this information help you in any way possible towards your journey into the financial freedom. Don't forget to subscribe, comment.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.